Prophet Yusuf a.s. was the son of Prophet Yaqub a.s. In the Bible he is referred to as Joseph son of Jacob. The Holy Quran has mentioned his story in a beautiful chapter entitled Surah Yusuf. Prophet Yusuf a.s. had 11 brothers. He was one of the youngest and possessed excellent character and manners. His father loved him dearly. Prophet Yusuf a.s. once dreamt that 11 stars and the sun and moon were prostrating to him. He related the dream to his father. Prophet Yaqub a.s. realized that the dream outlined his son's destiny and greatness and cautioned him not to tell his brothers about the dream. His brothers were jealous of the favor that he enjoyed in their father's eyes and planned to somehow get rid of him. Whenever they took their goats out for grazing, they would ask their father if Yusuf a.s. could accompany them. Prophet Yaqub a.s. always refused, saying that the boy was too young. When Prophet Yusuf a.s. reached the age of 16, his brothers insisted that he was now old enough to accompany them. With reluctance, their father agreed to let them take him with them. As soon as they were far enough from home, they began to plot about how to dispose of Prophet Yusuf a.s. Then, they came across a dry well. They removed Prophet Yusuf's a.s. shirt, and threw him into the well. Ignoring their young brother's pleas, they heartlessly left him to die of hunger. On the way back, they slaughtered a goat and stained Prophet Yusuf's a.s. shirt with its blood. They arrived home weeping and told their father that while they were grazing their sheep, a wolf came and ate their brother. He did not believe their story and could do nothing but remain patient and wait for Allah to reunite him with his beloved son. Meanwhile, a caravan of traders passing by the well stopped to draw some water. They were surprised to see Prophet Yusuf a.s. come up holding the bucket. They hid him with their merchandise and sold him to some slave traders for a few pieces of silver. Thus, Prophet Yusuf a.s. arrived in Egypt. At the slave market, the buyers were all attracted by him, because he was a very handsome young man. News of this remarkable youth swept through the city. The Aziz, governor of Egypt and chief officer of the king, whose name was Potiphar, offered a price that none could match. He brought Prophet Yusuf a.s. home and told his wife Zulekha that they would adopt him as their son. Zulekha, however, was so taken by Prophet Yusuf's a.s. beauty that she sought to have an illegal association with him. A prophet of Allah could never be part of such an evil deed, and Prophet Yusuf a.s. backed away from the advances of Zulekha. As he raced for the door, she ripped his shirt from behind. At the door they met the Aziz. On seeing her husband, Zulekha tried to blame Yusuf a.s. by claiming that he had tried to lay a hand on her. Before the Aziz could vent his fury on Prophet Yusuf a.s., a baby spoke up from the cradle, and the Holy Quran says, "And a witness from her own household testified, if his shirt is torn from the front, then she speaks the truth and he is of the liars. And if his shirt is torn from behind, then she lies and he is of the truthful ones." Surah Yusuf, 12:26-27. The shirt was, of course, torn from behind, and the Aziz was extremely angry with his wife for attempting such an act of indecency. The women of the city heard about Zulekha's actions and began to gossip and make fun of her. To explain her attraction, she decided to let them see Prophet Yusuf a.s. themselves. She called 40 of them to the palace for a meal. As soon as they all had a knife to cut some fruit, she called Prophet Yusuf a.s. into the room on some excuse. So dazzled were they by his beauty and presence, that they cut their fingers in their distraction. And exclaimed, "This is not a human being, he must be an angel." Zulekha was furious with Prophet Yusuf a.s. because he had caused her to be ridiculed. In her anger and frustration, she caused him to be imprisoned on false charges of assault.